All right, so this video is going to look at color labels and rankings as ways of filtering our photos to find the very best shot. This is a project I just completed. It's got 430 photos in it, and we shot portraits of individuals on location in an office in Portland. So we did stuff on a gray seamless, and then we've also done things on a background that we found in the space itself. So with these tutorial, we'll be looking at this group of images for all of our tutorials with portraits and retouching in ways that we can do that. Everything was lit artificially. There was not enough ambient light in there for us to create the look and the style that we are looking for. So what I've done is I've gone through and I have started to put blue or green labels on images that I like and that I think I want to work with. I did this really quickly just to give you kind of a parsing of the work. So at this point I have not done any star ratings, and so my first step is to go through, mark everything that I like, and then I can go through and star rate stuff as being. The easiest way to filter is to go up here to attribute, and I can just click on the green tag, and now I'm looking at all of my green starred images. I can go ahead and go to the top, and I can start cycling through. This right here is a passport color checker. It's got 24 squares on it, and we use this to obtain a good white balance with our image. So if I press W, and I can go over here and grab this as a neutral color target, and then we can see how our white balance has changed. So if I go between import and custom, we can see that that's changed a bit. This is a great way of kind of getting you into the ballpark. It's never 100% accurate. And I find for portrait work on location like this, it can be a little bit off. But it is highly accurate for artwork, that kind of thing. So, all right, so that's that there. Remember to do a color label. It's just key numbers 6 through 9, and then ratings, stars are 1 through 5. So I might go through my images here and just kind of figure out then what are the ones that I really like and what really is working for me. And when I find something that I really like, maybe this one here, I'm going to go ahead and put a star on that, and so it'd be flagged as a 1, and that makes it easier to look at that or come back to it later on. Now let's say there's a variety of images that I'd want to look at the same time. I can go ahead and pull these up here in my film strip, and then I can press either E is going to allow me to look at one image at a time, G is going to be the grid view, or I could do N, and all of the images that I've selected would pop up here at the same time. So that can sometimes be a really handy way of looking at something. And then I might be able to go through and say, you know what, I don't like this image. So then I can right click and say, go down here to color label. I can turn off and just click on none. And then that image is then pulled out. I've not deleted the file at all. I still have access to it, but now I'm not working with it any longer. Maybe I've got two images that are really similar to each other, and then I can choose which one that I want and narrow it down. I find with my clients, I try to give them fewer options. I try to do this hard work on the front end rather than letting them mull it around so much and become overwhelmed with it. So again, we have a wide variety of color labels that we can use, and stars are a great way of ranking out and kind of figuring out what the best of the best is. So maybe I have quite a few here, really good images, but really the one that I like the most is this one, so it gets 1 or 2 stars. All right, I hope this has been helpful, and be in touch with questions.